Hello, welcome to our week 6 update for our gardening for 2021. We are going to check in with the seedlings right here. We are going to check in with the compost pile. We got a new theory on what's going wrong with the compost pile. We're going to do some prep on the cardboard shredding, but really, most of this weekend, our goal is to get our new compost bins built out of the pallets that have been making a mess at the end of my driveway, get them put together, get them in the right place, get this wood out of the garage. If we can get all that done this weekend, that will be great. Okay, let's check out the seedlings. Okay, tomatoes looking pretty good. These up potted tomatoes getting bigger, stronger, better, stronger, harder, faster. Looking nice. These tomatoes are all doing really well. These here at the end were looking pretty weak last week, and I just kept at it, and most of them aren't going to make it, but I did get one of that variety, and I got like 3 or 4 of that variety, so at least I salvaged a couple. That's nice. All those back there are looking very nice, very nice. The herbs looking really nice. That's all basils. Very exciting. Oh, that cauliflower was not saved. We tried. We gave it our all. No such luck. But we got 12 cauliflower plants there, so we will live. These new onions are looking great. These peppers are looking great. All the cucumbers are looking great. Got some blooms on here. Is that good? Is that bad? I suppose I better look that up. Those are looking nice. All these peppers looking very nice. The purple basil in the back is looking nice. This is looking nice. These are a bunch of new, what is this? New spinach. This spinach is all looking pretty good. Started late, but it's coming together. And then up here on the top shelf, we have more up-planted tomatoes. We have some purple basil that I store-bought that I make and growing from seedlings, trying to get taking root. Didn't have any rooting compound, so we don't know if that'll work. We got, this is all looking pretty good. What is going on back there? Let's zoom in. What is that? I'm gonna have to check that out. The new stuff we planted, starting to come in. I took the seed dome off of this one because most of it was sprouted, but those back there are little laggards. So we're gonna need to do something about those onions. I really am not good at onions. The stuff all looking pretty good. Peppers looking good. Bok choy looking good back there. All this lettuce, we almost lost this, you'll recall. It's back in good shape. All this new planting of celery and broccoli is all looking good. One thing that's been really nice is that my friend Ricardo watched last week's video, and he pointed out to me that my lights were too low. You'll recall they were down here. You'll recall back in the second week video when we just had seeds, my lights were too high and they weren't getting enough light, so I lowered them all. But then this week, when Ricardo pointed out to me what I had forgotten, that I needed to raise them again. So I raised the lights. You didn't see that. I just did it midweek in an emergency. And that worked great. I've also been keeping a much more diligent look on the water situation this week. I watered them all yesterday, and everything's looking nice and moist. So I think we're in pretty good shape on the seedlings this week. Not a lot to do here. Just keep growing. We only fertilize every 2 weeks. Got some like yellowing leaves on these cucumbers. I'm not terribly worried about it. That's like what cucumbers do. I might start cleaning these up in a few days, but I think all in all, most of them have some green to them. So yeah. So I feel pretty good about this. Let's go check on the winter garden. All right, so I made a run to the Asian grocery and I bought that purple basil that you are seeing over there growing, rooting in water. So I didn't touch these basil plants all week. So they have gotten very big. They haven't been, normally when you look at them, I've been pruning them back all week to use the basil in my lunch, but I didn't do that this week. So they're looking very lush. This one's kind of sad. I'm gonna chop that one off, but even that one was starting to look a little bit better. That one's good. This pepper plant is absurd. I think it's gonna get cut back soon. Start over for the summer. There are a few peppers on it though, so look at that. There's one nice red pepper right there. Yeah, maybe a little. Yeah, no, that's a nice pepper back there. Look at that pepper. And I think I see 1 or 2 more. But anyway, that's gonna get cut back. The overwintering ones, that one has started blooming. It's pretty warm in here. It was up in the 70s last week. It's cooled off a little bit this week. But some of this stuff, the grapes, the strawberries, they kind of think it's spring. I'm getting a little alarmed. In the next week or so, I'm gonna get these potted up and put outside. But for now, there's just gonna, hopefully we can make it. If not, I'll go buy more. Yeah, so all in all, the winter garden looking good. A lot of nice sort of started pepper plants here that didn't do anything over the winter, but I think when I plant them outside, they're gonna take off. And then our watermelons and our other tomatoes that we have potted are looking good. I think by next week, some of these I will be able to start putting more dirt in so they can get a bunch more roots, but we'll give these another week of growth. Something like that was a little sad. Actually should probably be higher up. It's a little far from the light over here, but all in all, everything's going according to plan in here. So I'm gonna go get the compost and we're gonna go check on that. I waited a smidge too long to harvest this broccoli, but I'm gonna harvest it now anyway. I think it's still good. It's on the edge, but I eat broccoli every day, so I should be able to get this stuff eaten tomorrow before it's too bad. So we're gonna cut all this up and then we're gonna compost all these broccolis. Look at that lovely broccoli. Yay! That'll be good in my stir fry the next 2 days. And we got some more dirt here from those pots to go on the bottom of the birdies' beds. So yeah, it's more matter to be underneath the good potting soil that's gonna go on the top. Still no luck, still a failure on this, but I think we know what the problem is now, and the problem is not enough water. Yeah, so, you know, I'm really far from the water here. So I have been bringing over watering cans and watering it each time, but only once a week. My friend Abby is adamant that's the problem. I think she's right. I kind of had a sneaking suspicion. One thing I'm gonna do is take the tarp off and just let rain deal with it for a while. And then I guess I'll water it twice today and then twice again in the middle of the week. So there'll be like a 4 times increase in water. Or at least I'll come out here in the middle of the week and check it as well. But we're gonna do a double water today. We've got a lot of material to put in. And then we'll come out midweek and we'll check it. And if it's got this dry top, we'll add more water. But we're gonna get this thing cooking one of these days, I swear. But for today, let's get it watered and added and trimmed. Before the winter, I bought this 100-foot hose to run from over there to the compost bin over there, but it's got, I think the washer's frozen in the winter, so I have some more hose washers coming, and then hopefully I can get a seal up on it with Teflon tape and hose washers that doesn't leak, because right now it's unusable because it leaks too much water. So that is the long-term or medium-term solution to getting the compost more watered. But for now, I'll stick to hoofing it over there with watering cans. I mean, it's a real dilemma, it's a real quandary, because it's good looking compost. It's really coming along. You can see the cardboard I just added, but it's great. It's composting. I made the mistake of composting a couple of those bags that they say are compostable sandwich bags. Apparently that's for industrial composting anyway. I don't know, I'm gonna leave them in here, even if it takes years. See what happens to them. Yeah, so it looks good, and we double watered. And we'll check it during the week, so hopefully everything looks all right. But one more try. So the plan is to replace this whole thing with a 3-bay system made out of pallets. Not that crappy pallet, but 7 better shaped pallets I have way over in the driveway on the other side of the lot that I got to haul down here. I've also made my life more complicated by actually having 2 ongoing concern bins of compost actually happening here when I'm going to build this. So basically I got to build the first one, move over the leaves, build the second one, move over the compost, build over the third. I am not psyched. I doubt I'll get to it all this weekend, but we're going to start. At least hauling the pallets down here, starting the first one. We have a lot of sawing of pieces of structural support and things like that to do, but we're going to start the process now. I don't really know how I'm going to get these over there. I have a hand truck, I guess. I don't think I can even get more than one on a hand truck, but I will try. Okay, so I'm going to mostly half-ass my ground leveling, but there's definitely a slope right there. I'm going to need to level that out. The rest of this I think is level enough. We're going to put some cross beams here. This is going to be about 20 inches. I got to go cut those. And then we'll build this first one. And then we'll move all of that leaf mold in here, which will be kind of fun because we can check on how the leaf mold is doing. We haven't really dug into that in like 8 months. So let's go to the garage, cut our 2 braces, and get our long screws and our driver, and then we'll come back. First brace done, yay! So this is my leaf mold compost. It is just ground mulched leaves. You just leave them out. It's a cold composting process. This thing at the beginning of the winter was full, and it is composted down to that much. Not sure you're supposed to turn it, so you're not supposed to turn it. You're supposed to just leave it, and that's what I've done all winter. But now I got to move it into this awesome new compost bin so I can build the next one there. So we're gonna move it, which means we're gonna dig into it and see how composty it is now, which is kind of exciting. Let's inspect. Okay, look at that. Wow. One bin down. Now we gotta build this one. Then we move that over. It's very exhausting. The good news is, let's zoom in. This stuff is definitely composting. The bad news is it's going really slow. But maybe there's too many pine needles in it. But I turned it, and now it's like volume is almost as big as it was originally. But we are gonna let it sit for another month or 2 and then collapse again. But still, look at that. Needs a front door, but we got one bin done. Oh, 100% should have done that last time. Shovel it in before I put up the other wall. Much easier. Also, look at this dirt. Look at this dirt. This compost is working. It's looking really good. But the top is already drying, even from when I watered it like an hour ago. So clearly it's going to need a lot more water. Anyway, let's build the rest of this thing. Compost bins. Yay. Oh, I feel good about that. Yeah, that looks good. I got a little worried there. I almost hit that tree. I measured beforehand, but I forgot about the width of the pallets on the, on the inside. I just measured the length of 3 pallets, so that was lucky. So I'm gonna go get dinner. The day's about over, but tomorrow we're gonna build the front doors on these. Got a plan for that, so that should be good. And then, yeah, we will be done with this, hopefully this weekend. feeling really excited. So yeah, see you tomorrow.
They come back. This feature was.
There's some turtles. Hello, turtle.
Yes, feature.
Here's a turtle.
Two more jumped in the water. So they're winter.
Kind of a shame, but we still got one turtle. Can you say hi, turtle?
Hi, Tara. Over there. There's
Bye-bye, turtle.
Tara.
Good morning, new day. Looking pretty good. We are going to measure all of our verticals to start building the doors. We're going to put 2 strips on the front to make sort of like a T to slide the doors into. We're going to do them on each of the fronts, and then we'll get to building the doors themselves. I really got to get like a little garden cart. This thing doesn't cut the job. Oh well. Compost bins! Yay! I really should have taken those stickers off, but they're a pain. So I'm gonna have to wait for them to get wet, but they're looking pretty good. I also did not buy enough lumber, so I don't have doors for this third one, but I'm not actually using this third one yet, so that's fine. We just got the 2. There we go. You'll note that still not active, this compost, despite what we did yesterday. Already looking a little dry. I'm gonna water it again today. But the bins themselves are looking sweet. Feel really good about it. So that's about it for this week. Talk to you guys in a week. Bye.